explain the whole getup again?
Yes, so I am ready because I have on our grandfather's tool belt from 100 years ago. He started Saunders Cashaway Lumber Company, so it's in the blood, and I always wear it on special projects. So today's a special day.
That's amazing. From Billings, Montana. I love it. So let's just start with that. You know, give us a backstory and what inspired you to audition.
All right, so 2 years ago, I bought a property sight unseen and walked in and told everybody, we got this. And then I went out to the car, and when I was by myself, I just started to cry. And that's when I called my twin, and he dropped everything he was doing and he said, I'm on my way. And he did it in the dead of winter. And I don't think he's ever worked so hard as when he came to help me, but I see this as my chance to return the favor.
Ryan, she sent me on a plane on my way home, and I was dead tired. I hadn't eaten in 4 days, and I was looking at my hands and I couldn't feel them anymore. She grabbed me ragged.
Ryan, as you know, we're interested in investing in the property, and that's when I looked at your promotional video. And a part of your marketing and planning of it was the Cabin Wars concept. And I immediately sent Danny a text saying, oh man, wouldn't this be fun? Can you imagine me, you, and Debbie all working on the same project? Wow, what a force to be reckoned with. And here we are. So that's pretty cool. We have done projects for one another, but never really one collectively as a group. You will find this is some very unique talents, each with their own skill set, and be pretty powerful force to reckon with, I'm thinking.
Mike is a newly retired engineer with lots of extra free time on his hands. I'm semi-retired out of the general contracting business, always looking for a fun project. And then my sister is always up for the challenge. When it was pitched to her, it's a big deal because Mike and Kate are coming all the way from Montana to do the project, but it's going to be fun because we're incorporating our kids with it. So Mike's bringing his daughter Tracy, my sister Kate's bringing her son Jack, and then I also have my son Jaden. So it's kind of like the three sibs and their kids.
I love that.
That's awesome. Let's dive deeper into that competitive edge. How do you believe your unique skills, personality, and experience sets you apart from the other home flippers?
We've been trained at a very young age to be competitive. We are so competitive, we'll bet one another who can hold their breath the longest, or who can do the most push-ups, or who's better at golf or ping pong. Everything is a competition in the Nitschke family. We were trained at a young age to be ultra competitive, and it's just built into our nature. On top of that, we were filmed. Our whole life has been documented from the time of birth all the way to where we are today. My mom has done an excellent job of videoing us all through our whole entire life. And so we're pretty comfortable in front of a camera. I think that just happens.
But then I would say too, from a competitive standpoint, not everybody can do what my twin does. He's got the ability to look at a property and see things that other people can't see. And then he's not afraid to take a risk. He's not afraid to do things outside the box. And somehow he just does fun doing it. So
I'll vouch for that too. I know, Danny, you've taken me down to New Orleans to see some of your projects. You bought that? You were, and he turned it into something amazing. I don't have the vision quite like Danny does, but he certainly can make it work.
You want to know what's scary is when you get Debbie involved or Kate involved in the decisions that she wants us to do, and then that's going to be super interesting.
oh my goodness, you guys, I have an idea that I have been wanting to ask Michael for years, and this is going to be finally my chance.
He's going to need all 30 days.
And then some.
Ready.
Tell us about that. I mean,
I'm
hanging on
cliffhanger
here.
You have to wait.
Oh.
All right. Well, look, let's peel back the onion and start crying a little bit. Tell us about your most formative moments, the tragedies, the hardships, the adversities that you guys have gone through that has formed who you are and how you carry that onto this particular challenge.
I have this picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
All right, that has been on my bulletin board for, when did we talk about this? This was 2008. So a long time. I've had this up on my bulletin board as a reminder of pulling through a really hard time. I've always been in real estate since 2001. I've built a small empire in my mind as far as the real estate holdings and everything that I had. And 2008 came and just about, I lost everything. Had to sell my dream house. I had to sell everything. My wife had to go back to work. It was very humbling. It was a time of rebuilding, but it completely crushed me. I didn't even know if I was good at doing real estate, and was even questioning if this was really what God had planned for me. And my sister had reached out to me and she sent me this picture. And it's so, it's a dark time. It's a time that I was barely hanging on. I was holding on for everything I had and trying to support my family. And I was really questioning if this is what my future was supposed to be. And so through lots of prayer and just perseverance and getting it through, by God's grace, we made it. I'm back on top again. And there's a whole nother story that goes with the rebuilding process of learning from my mistakes. But that was a big part of it. And I felt a lot like that bear hanging on that bridge. And then the support of my family also goes a long, long way.
Being his twin, I'm the cautious one, probably. So, but my adversity is Danny's adversity. So when he's in debt, I feel like I'm in debt. And when he's struggling, I'm the one that's on my knees praying every day. So I have lived and felt the adversity that he's gone through, and he's gone through a lot. I would have to say, like, his health. He lost his health for a while. And I can remember one time you calling me Danny, and it was, I think, that the worst of the worst. I think you even had just ooze and pus coming out your ears. You had pain everywhere. You sent me a photo of you on the bed, and I didn't even recognize you. I mean, we didn't know. All your friends had kind of left you. It was like you had leprosy or something. They didn't want to come near you. And I just remember feeling all the impact of that. And then fast forward, you sent me a picture of you with a smile, and you were walking on the beach, and I just burst down into tears. I'm like, you're healed. You've been through finances, you've been through health, a lot.
Certainly an inspiration. I mean, I'm really proud, super proud of what Dan's been able to accomplish and overcome.
How do you connect that adversity, which is an amazing story? How do you connect that adversity to how you think that would benefit you or give you a competitive edge with a competition like Cabin Wars?
I think when you go through pain and struggle, it puts things, searching for a word, but it kind of puts things in perspective. Cabin Wars is just a fun project that I get to work on with my brother and my sister. But when you've gone through health issues and you've gone through financial issues, you really start to learn the things that are important to you in life. And it's not about money, and it's not about gaining ultimate wealth and popularity. It's about your family, your love for God, and the things that are around you that are most important.
Along the lines of that, what impact do you guys hope to make on the show?
I want God to write a story that 100 years from now, people are still telling, that this outlives us way beyond what we're doing. And I want people to know to dream big. I want them to maybe walk away with a few creative ideas, and hopefully turn around and go call their brother or sister.
Can you guys share a moment when you realized the power of transformation, perhaps an instance where you witnessed the transformative impact of a renovated space, either personally or someone else?
The job that I did for a while is my business was called Innovative Interiors, decorating your home with what you already own. So what I would do is I would go in, and it was really set up for the market of people that couldn't afford a couch, let alone an interior decorator. And I would just decorate with what they already owned. And so what was really rewarding was a lot of times husbands and wives would say, what do you want me to do with this? And they would point to like an elk head or something. And to be able to solve problems, and at the end have them say, you saved our marriage. That's pretty meaningful. And then, you know, I've also worked with one gal She was extremely disorganized, borderline being a hoarder. And I was able to go in and show her some systems and totally redesign the whole upstairs. And she just cried. She felt like she had hope again.
Tell the story about the mobile home that you guys renovated. Was it a mobile home or a trailer? Tell that story.
Well, I did one with Michael when he first moved to town, but the story is the one of Jack's trailer. That's my son, Jack. I called and I just said, I need help. And he got on a plane and he came, and we had limited time. We had lots of helpers that came along, and we got the job done.
So it starts off with a pretty good idea, like, hey, can you come help me out? I'm like, I'm there for you. You got me for 3 days. I'll come up and I'll work as hard as I can for 3 days. And then the phone calls start coming. Hey, what do you think about this idea? How about this? Oh, guess what? I just got a great deal on some Italian porcelain tile that we could lay down. How hard would that be, Dan? And that was 1,500 square feet of porcelain tile that had to be laid down first before we could do the cabinets and the granite and the walls. Like, it was a major project. So
well, first there was a week of just cleaning it out. The guy had been evicted and he had some addictive behaviors, obviously. And my husband would not walk in it or near it. Yeah. So I was on my own. This was just me and Jack figuring it out. And that's when Danny came to the rescue. And then my strategy with Danny was I took the keys to the vehicle. So he was stuck there. I think that, I don't know. Do you think that was the hardest we've ever worked?
that was definitely the hardest. I was hurting. It took me a week to recover.
Didn't you guys get that done in 3 days or something like that?
It was 20 days total from the day that we got the keys to the day I handed the keys to Jack and he spent his first night.
Even Mike came down to do triple crown molding at my house that I built on the lake. The way that we all work is we work so hard that we don't have time to eat. And then, so you might get a pizza in there, you might get a Subway sandwich, but that's about it. It's all about, I bribed Mike to come down and I said, we're going to play golf and work and it's going to be fantastic. And we never did play golf.
I remember the time, Debbie, I think you were going to refer to it when you were moved into Bozeman, brand new to Bozeman, brand new house. And you and Chris had a kind of a discussion about an idea you had upstairs, and there's a little bit of difference of opinions. And then you go, Michael, come here. Takes me upstairs and he says, can you remove this closet? And I kind of looked at it and says, yeah, stand back. And I took my boot and literally kicked down the wall of their brand new house, that closet. I think Chris was horrified.
23 years later, it's still the thing that could bring an argument to our family, to my marriage is, yeah, do you remember when Michael took out the closet? If we had that closet, we'd have a place to put that right now.
So we're talking about renovations. Can you guys get into your ideal cabin transformation?
Well, I'm holding the ideas back, but the vision is to build a place with intimate spaces. I think everything happens around a fire. I think a dinner table. And so to create a space for people to come where they don't want to leave. I'd love it if it was unique, that they're like, I've never seen that done before, but yet timeless, that 100 years from now, they're going to still like it.
Do y'all have any experience with the outdoors or trips that you guys used to go on that you can draw from?
Hey, we're from Montana.
Did you know we're from Montana?
As far as like the camping and stuff and creating spaces for that, I just did that this summer for 150 people. I created a camp out at Camp Creek, and it had everything from a concert to potluck dinner to, we had candles that floated on the lake, and then we woke up when we had crepes at sunset. So I love outdoors. I think food tastes better outdoors. So that part is totally easy. But as far as the connection and the heritage, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. And so our parents didn't take us to these fancy ski vacations or to Hawaii. We did finally make it to Disneyland, but it was much later. And so what they did do though, is they took us camping, and there was something about camping that brought crisis and then you had to problem solve, and then it created a memory and then a tradition. Camping on the Boulder River is top of the list when you go to your childhood memories.
Absolutely.
Danny was the first out to go fishing.
I was the first one to catch a fish. You may have been hours early trying to catch a
No,
fish.
that's not how it goes. It didn't work
Yes,
like that
oh,
at
yeah,
all.
you know it.
Uh,
All right, so, at the end of the day, people are going to vote because of the amazing renovation job that you do, but they're going to also vote because they connect with you personally. And so, but how do you think viewers will connect with you guys, with your personality, your style, your approach, your relationship as a family? Where do you hope that viewers will connect to with you guys?
We have a very close-knit family, and something that is a real gift that most people don't have the luxury of having. And so there's a saying that we have in our family, and it's called family takes care of family, where you'll drop or do anything for your family if they need you. And that is part of our mantra, but also having fun. We love each other, and we would do anything for each other, but having fun and creating memories is a big part of who we are.
I think it's going to be fun. There's going to be twin moments because I'm going to start a sentence and he's going to finish it. Or we're going to have the same thought, or we're going to get the total details both messed up because
Yeah.
so that's totally going to happen. And then the problem solving, I think is fascinating to come up with something, but not know how to functionally do it so that it's safe. And to watch Michael and his brain and Tracy and them problem solve, I mean, they're crazy smart. I think that's going to be fun.
I want to back it up just a little bit. Can y'all just share like the origins? Where are you guys from, and how was growing up for y'all?
Well, born and raised, all of us in Billings, Montana. We come from a hard work ethic.
We come from a German heritage where everyone is a very hard worker in our family. And
Yeah.
there's no substitute for hard work. I came down to Louisiana in March of '94, and I've been down here ever since. Met my wife and raised my family here and got into real estate. And over the last 23 years, I've bought, sold, flipped, rented, built, restored hundreds of houses in New Orleans. Fantastic opportunity to take something old and add a new twist to it. It's not just a formula. It's having the idea of understanding that a good house starts with good bones and structure, and then building from there out, but using the charm and mystique that New Orleans has with its cypress doors and transoms and tall ceilings with
the columns. The great
columns. Oh, the columns and the fireplaces and just the history behind it. There's so much to showcase, and there's a lot that you can do with a little, if you have the right eye to do it.
Awesome. So let me cast a vision for you guys. So say it's the end of the show, the final day, and the whole park is packed, and everybody's waiting for the big reveal. There's fireworks. There's a band. Finally, it's announced that you won the competition. What does that mean to you guys? What do you hope to impact through that process?
Probably going to make me cry. I don't know.
Mike is definitely going to cry a lot in this video.
If we start talking about my family and how awesome they are, yeah, I'll cry for sure.
Tell us what this would mean to your family, Mike.
It's hard. There's a lot of messed up families out there. It's sad to see. Ours is the best. Our family is the best. Here I go. Stop it. No, I'm really, they are. We have a great family. My mom and dad, they did great. Really good. This is why I cry. Stop. Cut.
Our parents have been married over 60 years. They taught us a lot. And I think what it would mean is it would be very cool for them to see their siblings, minus one, Chris, who's at home, come together and do something like this.
Wow. So I'm asking you a specific question. You said that your mom documented everything that you guys did growing up. So now she gets to sit back and watch this, and she doesn't have to be the one holding the camera, but she gets to watch what she's kind of envisioned her life. What do you think that would mean to her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, be the world.
Yeah, she wishes she could probably be right here.
Yeah, she does.
They probably want to come down and say, hey, can I start filming some of this too? I don't know.
I was thinking about it. We were trained all the time to say the date. Do you remember that? Where we'd have to say today's date, and then we would have to go into whatever segment the video was. So we'll probably catch ourselves going, well, today is November 4th, and
It's sunny outside and I think we're gonna have a great day.
Final pitch. In a sentence or two, why should viewers root for you on Cabin Wars?
we are family who've all raised families, building a very cool place for families to come. But at the end of the day, we've been taught that family takes care of family. And so win or lose, I mean, we got each other's back. I am the form, Michael's the function, and Danny's just pure fun.
Curious,
Build the hype.
what room are you in right now?
Me?
Yeah.
This is, okay, so this is normally a shoot house where we train. My husband's a former Navy SEAL. So we normally train close quarter combat, teaches you how to go into a house and see whether it's safe or not. But I have transformed it into a formal dining hall because in 2 days, I have 30 formal teenagers all coming to my red carpet event, and they're gonna walk down like a 10-foot red carpet. I've got the ropes, I've got paparazzi with the flashes.
Are you able to take your computer and show them the paparazzis?
Oh my God, they are so fun. Do you got a second? I'll go get them.
She's a trip.
Oh my gosh.
You have no
Wait till
idea.
you see, this is just a setup just for a dinner function. She's probably spent 2 weeks just on this preparation alone.
Wait till you see her in action.
I can't wait.
The best answers we got are just asking about.
Okay.
Room.
Dun, 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 dun. Now watch this. Okay.
So those are cardboard cutouts of people with paparazzi.
It's a black against black. How do I do this?
Now you can see it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
That's
It's
great.
It's cute. So yes, I have a wall of lights. I have a lot of surprises for the evening that these teenagers do not know yet is coming. So
How many people are coming?
I have room for 30. Yeah, we have an after party back here. So the formal dance is 300 beautiful teenagers all dressed up, and they do the Grand March, they do Virginia Reel. It's what I love, which is truth, beauty, and goodness all together. So I'm just doing the pre-party and the after party. So it's called Red Carpet Events. I'm gonna start doing it. And I think what I'd like to do is, like, if you wanna cheer up somebody, we do pop-up picnics through my business, Epic Skies. But I was thinking, like, how cool would it be if you want to cheer up somebody or it's their birthday, and then they show up to work and there's this red carpet with the ropes and the paparazzi going off. I've got music, I got the Hollywood music, and then you come in and there's a little red plate that says you are special.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Can you tell them a little bit about pop-up picnics? Because just like a 30-second promo on that. That's so cool.
Pop-up picnics is just like my team and I pick the most unique places that you would never see picnic in maybe it's just a certain cool part of a public park, and we show up and we just put up this amazing table with linen and fancy plates and serve a 4-course meal while the rest of the world goes on. And then after their lunch or dinner, they leave, and then we scoop up and move everything. So we did this though in the dead of winter. So it's hosting a very fancy meal outside in Bozeman, Montana, near a river with the view of the mountains. And then you're eating on real plates and having delicious hot food that is cooked just around the corner on our little makeshift camping site. So yeah, we kind of like the glamping thing.